Hello, welcome back here. It's good to know that you always get to watch our videos, right? Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Remember to subscribe if you've not yet subscribed because you're already missing a lot, and hit the notification bell so that you get to know every time we post amazing videos on our YouTube channel, right? Thank you so much for coming here. Okay, well, the question I want to answer today, remember that one of the things I enjoy doing the most is answering questions. So if you have amazing questions, send them to me and I will answer them. Definitely, I will answer them for you. The question I want to answer today is, how do I know that my fiance is good in bed? How do I know that my fiance and my fiance is good in bed if we do not have sex before marriage? I do understand the concern we have. I understand the fears we have. I get to know that there are many stories out there, many stories that have also come to my desk of the fact of people marrying people and discover that okay, when it comes to everything bedmatics, the person's whack. When it comes to some of them are even cannot. Some of them have weak erections. They cannot even make a penetration and the rest. Okay, we get to see all these cases and the rest. And some of these cases have even caused divorce in some extreme cases. That's caused frustrations for many people, especially those who chose to become virgins until marriage, getting disappointed. However, this is one thing I want to make you understand that, and I'm saying this based on the experiences of many people that have attended to in counseling, that how your partner responds and reacts sexually in a relationship will change when you get married, right? So we have seen people who were sexually active while they were dating, and the two of them they were just out of this world. They were the porn stars for to each other. They were amazing. They were what my wife would call the F word, effing machine, right? And so they were the sex robots and all of that. However, when they get into marriage and face the realities of marriage, the realities of parenting, the realities of running a family, of having to be accountable to somebody, the challenges of life, we see that the person who used to be super as a single is now as a married person not so interested again, not wanting it again, and the rest. And so you see the person coming to the spouse coming to complain like, I don't know, she has changed. She was this and that, he was this and that while we were dating, while we were cutting, and that was practically one of the reasons why I decided to choose him, why I decided to choose her. And right now he has changed, and right now she has changed. So it is why you may be tempted to want to do that testing, right? It does not guarantee, it is not something that guarantees that it is going to continue. This is how it's always going to be. And this is one thing I want everyone to understand at the end of the day, that we are all supposed to learn sex, in the sense that we are supposed to approach marriage as learners, as people who are learning everything from the scratch, as people who are learning everything from the bottom, as people who are learning ourselves, learning our spouses, and learning each other, the harmony, the synchronization, the harmony, the harmony of our sexuality in unity, in fusion, right? So you're not supposed to enter sex as a sex expert, enter marriage rather as a sex expert. You are supposed to enter as a learner and learn everything. And that's it. So people want to get married, and they want to get married to somebody who is a porn star, and it's not your partner's fault. That is your fault. It is your fault that you have the wrong orientation, you have the wrong ideology, that you'll be addicted to pornography, you've been exposed to all those things. It's not your partner's fault, because your partner is supposed to enter as a learner. Everybody's supposed to learn together. Marriage is not something that we just do in 1 week. It's not something that we do in 1 month. It's something that is supposed to last a lifetime. And if it is supposed to last a lifetime rather, then you ought to have up to about 10 years, 15 years for you to learn it better. Many people have said, I've heard some women say that 40 and above was their sexual peak. Like, that was when they became the sexual wide gay. That was when they actually started exploring, adventuring, and becoming so amazing and enjoying the experience of sex in marriage. So, how many testing do you want to do for such a person at 20 or at 30s, right? people would learn and get better. If people, sex is a skill. It's not a talent, it's not a gift, it's a skill. We learn it and we master it. So if you get into marriage with an open mind, if your partner gets into marriage with an open mind and chooses to learn this skill, the person will become a master, the person will become a pro in it. This is just the only challenge. The thing that I want you to look at for is that instead of worrying about testing, instead of worrying about trying to see whether the person is good in bed or not, your concern should be, what is this person's orientation? What is this person's belief system? What is this person's ideology when it comes to sex in marriage? How does this person seek sex in marriage? What does this person think about sex? Does this person think that sex is dirty? Does this person think that sex is only for procreation? What are the ideas about it? Because at the end of the day, what makes a person good or bad in sex is not necessarily the sex organs. It is how the mind is. As a man thinks in his head, so he is, right? So if in the person's side, the person is very open, the person is very adventurous, the person is very welcoming, then when the person becomes a learner, the person will hit the ground running. So that's what you should be focused about. Like, what is this person's sticky pattern? What is this person's ideology? What is this person? Because it's not about you testing the person's confidence that the person is good. If the person have a bad mindset, when you get married, you will still not enjoy it. I'm not saying this just to stop you or to turn you off. I'm saying this based on the experiences, based on the cases that I'm handling, right? So we see some people who could not resist themselves while they were single, but now they are married, and one of them can do 3 months without sex, and the other person is seriously troubled. So what did all the testing achieve at the end of the day? So what you should do is focus on the mindset. What is this person's mindset? What is this person's orientation? When such a topic pops up, does this person find it disgusting, immoral, this and that? Those are the things that will make you have a clue to know whether this person will be amazing in marriage or the person will not be amazing. And hey, remember that we are supposed to approach marriage as learners. And if we are approaching marriage as learners, right? If we are approaching marriage as learners with an open mind, we'll definitely become professionals and pro before we will get to 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years in marriage. And interestingly, I've come to realize that the people who enjoy sex the most in marriage are those, from responses I get from people, are people who are yet to have kids and those who their kids are already grown. Thank you so much for watching this video. Remember to subscribe if you have not yet subscribed, right? Hit the notification bell so I get to know every time we post a video. And not just that, drop us a comment, drop us a question, send me the questions on WhatsApp. I would answer them, I will respond to them. My name is El and I'm alright. You rock.